And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
They should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 59 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But let's have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Off to Wilson it goes on the end around. Fancy footwork in midfield. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Oh, nobody's over there. What the fuck? Shoot that shit out. Shoot that shit out. Let's go. Let's go. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way.
No question that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
That was crazy. That was a straight user break.
Maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him, and now it's going to go in the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now we could run it back, by the way. My Jets versus your Chiefs.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes.
That is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10.
You're missing out on the playing with the Jets. Aaron Rodgers kind of trapped.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
Oh, with my hands.
Incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little.
Let's go. Turkey, baby.
Intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Nah, you quit, yo. What a fucking bitch.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. Cavante Turpin on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right to the air is Prescott. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off from Arrowhead. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Working quickly here. On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Staying with Robinson. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. Daniels throwing on 3rd. He rolls to his right. Complete beyond the marker. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Offense in the hurry up here. Another carry for Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Third down give to Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. On first down, here's Daniels. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. A give left side. Here's Robinson. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal. Running left is Robinson. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Commanders get the game's first points here in the second. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Cyber tacks on the point after. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Trying for the deep ball. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Okay. How you feeling?
They're going for it with Mahomes. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's able to get this down to the 13. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Offense in the hurry-up here. Play fake here. Daniels. Vacates quickly left side. And he's out of bounds just behind that line. Only a yard or two lost. But Brock, we all know, still qualifies as a sack.
You know, Kate, that's one of those situations where the game just, I think, speeds up on the QB a little bit. He doesn't flip it out of bounds before he goes out. It's going to end up as a sack on the stat sheet for the defense, and they earned it with effort, chasing him all the way to the sidelines.
And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Looks like a gain of around 7. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Daniels to throw on 4th. Chased out to his right. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
First and 10 of the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 1. On the move, headed right. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to the air, Mahomes. And this is another incompletion. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and short. They'll go. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going for it again. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Escapes out to the left. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he's going to reach the 6 before he goes out. It's enough for a 1st down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU. Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his... Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Travis Kelce, the intended target. So that brings up 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Looking to throw. Launches one deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. That one complete to Hopkins. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Working quickly here. From the 35 on 2nd down. He's on the move. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And they bring him down around the 34. Offense up to the line fast.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. To the sideline and brought in by Worthy. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
14 more yards.
Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Gosh, we have seen these quarterbacks make some incredible plays from here to reach the end zone. That was certainly not one of them. Careless with the football, left an opening for those defenders to knock it free and escape without surrendering any points.
And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Another try following the sack. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
From his own end zone on 3rd and long. It's taken in by Eckler. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Back to throw it. Chased out to his right. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs. That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
So we're through 3 here. It's the Commanders' ball. A chance at a win. They can hang on to their lead through the 4th. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Daniels. The Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. Offense in the hurry-up here. Trying again, following the sack. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
He's back to throw. Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. This drive just keeps on moving. After the penalty, resets that marker. On first down, here's Daniels. He's looking deep once again. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown.